there is a lot of effort going into it. There is a lot of uh, organizations in India, industry bodies who have been very active in the entire journey. Yet, if we talk about the ecosystem in India, it is still in its infancy. And the startups are struggling to find the audience. The startups are still trying to create a name for themselves. Obviously, there are startups like Aether and Ampere who are very visible right now, and people know about them. But it is tough to call them a startup, right? They have been there for nearly 4 years, 5 years now, in the actual space. And when we talk about a company making a component that will go into an electric vehicle or making a two-wheeler, they are still in their first year, second year, yet to get a validated product out, and that is where providing them the visibility is very, very important. So what we all, and again here there are some guests who have actually been vocal about electric vehicles for many years. And if we look back in all of our individual networks, we would find that one or two people who even 10 years ago or 6 years ago were talking about electric vehicles. And we nearly totally ignored them, disagreed with them, and we didn't see the future in the same way. But today, where we stand, where countries in Europe are talking about complete electrification in 2030, not even selling a IC engine vehicle in urban areas beyond 2030. And there are OEMs that are talking about completely going to a hybrid and electric product profile. The scenario has completely changed. But there is one thing very unique about the electrification, since it brings into picture the charging infrastructure as well. It brings into picture this connectivity and last mile enablement as well. 90 out of the 100 industry members that we interviewed, they clearly called out mobility electrification to be more of a ecosystem element than something that an individual or an individual company can take care of. And this ecosystem then becomes very important because everyone in the ecosystem means that you hold hands. The ecosystem means that you promote each other. You promote discussions, you promote uh, connection building, you promote interactions. And that is where we try to find out the members of the community who have been doing this, out of beyond any biases that they are bringing in. They are doing it for the extended goodwill of the complete ecosystem. And that is where today's event is focused, where we want to celebrate the community members that are bringing more and more discussions, more and more knowledge, more and more interactions onto the table when it comes to the overall mobility electrification. So that's a brief introduction. And when we wanted to do this, we wanted to do it when we wanted to find these individuals. Again, we wanted to keep our biases at bay, and we wanted to do something in a way that it becomes more holistic. It becomes something that can be repeated as an exercise again and again, and that is where we decided to take a unique step, and my colleague Shashwat will be talking more about that. So Shashwat, over to you.
Uh, Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so good morning everyone, and thank you Shekhar sir for the very nice introduction. So the initiative which we came up with in order to promote the top EV voices in India is the Green Mobility Engagement Algorithm. So let's walk through about how we came up with this idea and what it is. So actually, I was just having a discussion with Shifa sir, and we came across this LinkedIn Social Selling Index tool where they score you based on your parameters. So we decided that we can use such scoring to form our own criteria for judging the most vocal EV community voices, and that too with the focus on India, not global. So this is what we tried to do, and when we found that SSI tool, we encouraged the members of our team to use this, and this is what we came up with. Very random distribution, and only you can see there are a less number of peaks. So we wanted to highlight members who are very high up in the strata, and we adopted some of our own criteria. So this is just an initial version. So we have used people to judge who are very active on the LinkedIn platform as of now, and we will be developing it further, which would include other social media platforms. And we will also be focusing on the companies, but as of now, we are focused on the individuals. So there are four sections, that is post frequency, post relevance, response to oneself's post, and engagement with the content of others. There have been scoring which is a total of 100 points, and each section consists of 25 points. So the first parameter was post frequency, the frequency with which posts are being done from the LinkedIn account. How often are you posting? Sometimes you may be sharing 3 posts a day, sometimes you may be sharing 1 post a week, or you may be sharing daily. But what this was one parameter, and based on this, we go to our next parameter, that is the post relevance. Even if you're posting 3 times daily, how relevant it is to the Indian EV industry? Are the posts talking about the betterment of the environment? What is the emphasis on sustainability in the post? This is what we tried to find out in the post relevance section. Next, we go to response to the post. This criteria is talks about whether you are engaging in with people who are commenting on your posts. How are you able to encourage healthy debates? Is a solution able to come out or not? Are people who are having some inhibitions, are they getting cleared through this post or not? Are you responding in a way which is clearing out inhibitions and creating more awareness? This is what the response to post criteria was. And next we come to engaging with the content of others. How active you are using actively you are using LinkedIn platform to comment on the posts of others, encouraging discussion over there. Are you sharing whatever insightful EV posts you're coming about, and how often you're liking the ecosystem relevant posts? So these are the four criteria where we judge the EV voices upon. So, who are those top EV voices? So,
So, Shashwat, let's wait before we get into that
okay, sir.
and talk a bit more about the criteria themselves. And the most important thing that we saw, because we talk about ecosystem, what we are saying is not just blow your own horn, right? So if you're just promoting your own company or promoting the initiative that is just happening um, in your own organization, or you are promoting something with the intent or having a link to sign up or pay for something, where it's still getting used for your own marketing, we decided to filter that out, right? So we looked at folks who are putting things which are for the wider good, and also trying to engage a discussion, open to discussion. There are a lot of people who put out a post, and even if they get a comment, they never respond to that. So we looked at those criterias as well, and a lot of these minute elements went into those section-wise point scoring. When we started, first of all, we had to look at whom do we include in the set, or whom do we evaluate. And for that, we asked the few members of our own organization, as well as members that we were interacting with on a regular basis, to recommend people. And we got some recommendations. We knew some active members already, and we decided to work out their scores and looking into these four parameters. So have we covered everyone in the ecosystem? Definitely not. But if we were to get more, if people would point out about more members who are active, definitely we will have them included in the next round. And today we have primarily concentrated on LinkedIn, where a lot of this initial activity is ongoing. And we want to also include the factors beyond LinkedIn, and also the factors beyond the online world. And for that, from an offline engagement perspective, we are going to have another event in the future talking about members who are very vocal offline, who are doing a lot of reaching out in the physical world, not in the virtual world. And that is also what we are going to do in the near future. So with that, I would like Shashwat to take things further.
Uh, Thank you, sir. Yes, so the question is, who are the top EV voices of India? And so let's begin. First is Miss Ma'am Priyakshi Gupta, ma'am. She's the founder of evreporter.com, and she is the best source of all things EV happening in India, the best source for EV news. And she EV Reporter also conducts many events where awareness about the charging infrastructure and EVs are being created. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being a vocal community member. So, ma'am, are you there? Would you like to say something?
Hello, hi Shashwat, and hello Malani sir. This is actually
Yeah, good morning, Priyakshi. Thanks for joining in.
yes,
Good morning. Good morning. Good
good
morning, Priyaksha.
to everyone. So this is very unexpected and very. I'm feeling it's like a validation for the work that we're doing at TV Reporter. So thank you so much for the encouragement, and we hope that we'll continue providing relevant information going forward as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So, without further ado, let's move on to our next top EV voice. Just a second. Yeah. So our next top EV voice is Mr. Anurang Dorle. He is the co-founder and director at EVC Finder, a very active part of the ecosystem. He is the go-to man for all things EV. His posts will consist of EV news, what jobs are there, and he has a very wide follower base also. So thank you, Mr. Anurang, for being a top EV voice for LinkedIn. Are you there, sir?
So Shashwat, Anurang has not joined, but one very good thing about Anurang is that he also promotes the job opportunities, and that is very significant, because right now what we see that obviously we have been a training organization as well, and we have seen the challenges that there is a lot of skill building happening, but then the access to the jobs is a big challenge. And what we have seen, Anurang, apart from talking about uh, the EV offerings and the products and the components, he is also talking a lot about the job opportunities. And rarely we see him talking about his own company. So I would say 90% trying to talk about the community at large, and that is a really good sign that we see from him. So again, if you are not following Riakshi or Anurang on LinkedIn, I think you are missing out on things. So definitely you should send them a connection request. Okay. Okay, Shashwat.
Yes, sir. So let's move on to our next top EV voice. Just a second. Yeah. So he's Mr. Chandresh Sethia, co-founder of EVRE and Amplify Mobility. Mr. Chandresh is playing a major role in mitigating range anxiety and ensuring uninterrupted EV fleet operations with their ever-increasing EV infrastructure presence. We also had the pleasure of hosting Mr. Sethia for our Tech Talks episode, and we would like to thank him for all his contributions and look forward to a charging infrastructure which will encourage EV uptake. So thank you, Mr. Chandresh, for being a top EV voice. And would you like to say something, sir?
Shashwat, Chandresh has been unable to join. He did mention that he is going to join. Maybe if he joins slightly late, we can still hear from him. And so, with regards to Chandresh, we have seen Amplify Mobility complete journey from 2016 all the way to 2021. We have seen them from being a two-member company to the extensive charging ecosystem that they have set up in Bangalore and Mumbai, and now getting to Pune and other cities, NCR as well. And again, a lot of effort. I see him active both in the virtual side as the physical side on the ground, also doing a lot of traveling and interactions, and also setting up a lot of MOUs and agreements with regards to the charging infra, and the charging infra remaining one of the most mythical points that holds back the EV. It is very important to have folks like Chandresh who can dispel the fact that charging ecosystem and charging is not really a problem. It is, in fact, today leading the solution space instead of lagging behind. So, hats off to folks like him and a lot of charging ecosystem companies who are doing a tremendously great job. Okay. Shashwat?
Yes. So the next score is a tie. So let's begin. Uh, Sorry. Now we next come to Mr. Irfan Khan. He's the founder and CEO at eBike Go. So he's the one who is not like he doesn't have any inhibitions. He does not hold back his thoughts and just puts it out. That's very good, and he's bringing the truth. What the industry, how the industry needs to adapt to electromobility, how they should be working towards promoting EV uptake, how some conservative approaches some people are taking, and what can be done to change their mindset. Also, eBike Go as a company, they have also been promoting rapid EV uptake for their own fleets. So we would like to thank you, Mr. Irfan, for being a top EV voice. And would you like to say something, sir?
Yeah, so Shashwat, Irfan is yet to join.
Okay, sir.
So again, very, very vocal about the complete ecosystem and wonderful person. He engages on a lot of controversial questions as well. Doesn't shy away from putting those questions out on LinkedIn for the community to think about. Be it the cost of ownership with EV, be it the adoption challenges. We see a lot of engagement-driven posts from Irfan. So again, a very valuable person to follow.
So our next top voice is Mr. Narseham Santhanam. He's the director at EI. He's the best source for all things green tech, and he has been working relentlessly towards a sustainable future, bringing unnoticed stories to the forefront, be it electric vehicles, be it sustainable farming. Uh, he has been contributing a lot to online platforms and also been doing the groundwork related to that. So thank you, sir, for being an active part of the community, and we look forward to EI touching greater heights in the near future. So if you are there, would you like to speak a few words?
Yeah, Narsi couldn't join, but he has sent a message. And one thing different for Narsi with compared to the others that we have in the field today, the he is not just talking about TV. He's talking about a lot of green technology, every element, looking at things way beyond just electric vehicle. All of us seem to be slightly biased for the electric vehicle element. So you should look at following Narsi as well on LinkedIn. Okay, Shashwat.
Yes, sir. Uh, so our next EV top voice is Mr. Sandip. Mr. Sandip is the founder CEO at Naval Solar and Electric Boat Private Limited. We had the pleasure of hosting him for the very first episode of Gyaniki Tech Talks, and he is an e-marine industry pioneer and leading the efforts to make India a hub of e-boat manufacturing. So we thank you, sir, for your contributions in the e-marine industry, and we look forward to your efforts bearing fruit in the earliest manner possible. Thank you for being a top EV voice. And would you like to say something, sir, if you have joined?
So Sandit is not here, but one thing Sandit is trying to do is also calling out the differences and how the authorities seem to be promoting electric mobility on road, but completely neglecting the electric mobility in the marine and other transport sectors. And that is where Sandip is really being uh, very vocal on LinkedIn, and also pointing out all the good things that are happening in the marine mobility world across the globe. Abhishek, would you like to speak something about Sandip? Okay, Shashwat, we can continue. Shashwat, you are on mute. Shashwat, you are on mute.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so our next TV top voice is Dr. Rahul Valavalkar. He is the president and MD at Customized Energy Solutions. He is an omnipresent personality at many of the EV conferences. So whenever you're browsing through, if a conference, and if let it be any conference, Dr. Rahul is always there to share his insights and views with everyone. and he has also been promoting actively all things EV on the LinkedIn platform. So thank you, sir, for being a top EV voice, and would you please like to share your thoughts?
Uh, Thank you very much, Shashwat and Shekhar, for this initiative. I think this is really amazing that you are taking time out to figure this out, because I think EV is definitely, I think, is going to be the trend for the decade, and we need a lot more people coming in and being vocal about it, because there are, in general, lots of naysayers. We launched India Energy Storage Alliance in 2012 to sort of try to bring together the energy storage and e-mobility community, and it has taken a significant amount of time. So again, thank you for the recognition, and look forward to amplifying this effort and supporting all the other spokesperson for the industry. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Rahul. Thanks for making it today. I know, you always have a very hectic schedule, and Saturday mornings are always tough to steal out. This is very, very nice to have you here. Obviously, if there is a conference, you are there. If you are there, there is a conference. So the conference starts where you are. That is what we say. But it's amazing that even during the lockdown, you have continued with the same spirit and energy, and kept everything going in the same manner.
Yeah. No, thank you, Shekhar. And again, my apologies for everyone. I need to actually sign off in a minute, because I'm participating as a judge in a STPI and TIE Mumbai startup competition. So that pitch session is starting at 10:30. So again, I'm glad I could make it. And thank you very much, Shekhar, for this honor.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Rahul. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Rahul, for gracing us today. So let's move on. Our next EV top voice is Mr. Srihari Gangaraj. He is the Senior Manager Electrification Virtual Engineering at Stellantis. Stellantis is the coalition of Group PSA and FCA. So he is a US-based engineer, but he has been very vocal about sharing that electrification needs to be a global phenomenon, and we need to move together, and there needs to be a common standard for electrification, and how big a role electrification can play in reducing emissions. He is also sharing new technological insights, whether be it battery tech or charging tech. So thank you, sir, for being very vocal community member of the Indian AV industry, and we thank you for your contributions. So if you have joined, sir, would you like to share some of your thoughts?
So Srihari has not joined. Obviously, he's US based, but he really wanted to join in. But he's talking about a very insightful elements happening globally on the electrification, and I think you should all reach out to him on LinkedIn as well. Okay, Shashwat.
Yes, sir. So our next EV top voice is Mr. Festi Fernandez. He is the founder at Surya EV and was also a guest at Gyaniki Tech Talks. So he is an EV landscape expert, and he is the one who is putting it out there that this is the massive potential of India auto industry, and the earlier we adapt ourselves to the oncoming electrical revolution, the more market presence India can have. And also he shares very useful insights about the ASEAN region. So thank you, sir, for being a top EV voice, and thank you for all your contributions. If you are there, sir, would you like to share your thoughts, please?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really honored and, for recognizing me as a voice in the EV space. Thanks, Mr. Shekhar, for having me on one of your talks earlier. I really appreciate all the work that you all are also putting into building the ecosystem. and helping others and helping everyone to transition towards clean energy and clean transportation. So I really appreciate all the work, and looking forward to cooperating and participating and growing the ecosystem together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Christy, and thanks for joining in. I know you had some personal things to take care of as well. So really thanks for joining in.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, it was a surprise, and I'm honored. I didn't know that this was going to happen, but luckily I finished on time and I was able to join. So really appreciate all the initiatives that you're taking. Thank you, Mr. Shekhar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Keshri, for joining from all the way from Singapore. Thank you for attending this talks. And let's move on to our next guest. So our next TV top voice is Mr. Abhishek Gupta. He is the Manufacturing Insights Leader, Auto IPM A&D at Wipro Limited. So Mr. Abhishek Gupta, the one thing about his LinkedIn post is like he shares valuable insights, statistical insights on the EV industry, how the uptake is going upwards worldwide and in India. And all in all, the posts of him are related to data. So you have a concrete evidence of what is happening. So following him will also release of many of the previously had inhibitions, as his posts are having the concrete data to prove everything. So we thank you for your unique approach in sharing the LinkedIn post, sir. And if you have joined, would you like to share a few words, please?
Yes, thanks Shashwat and thanks Shekhar for this invitation. Hope you guys are able to hear me.
Yes,
And
sir.
I think
Yes. Yeah,
very,
we
very
can.
pleasantly surprised and overwhelmed being in such an esteemed, I think, overall panel and recognitions that you guys are providing today. I've been following most of the top voices to basically gain my insights from. To just to summarize, I think my journey and my experiences, and to relate to what Shekhar pointed out, I think we all of us probably had a tough time putting out our views in the market. I can probably recall starting back from 2012, probably convincing top companies that they have to become mobility companies from automotive companies, to right down to convincing my wife not to buy a diesel car. All of those choices and communication have been tough, and that's where I think this communities and people with similar interests come in, and we are looking at a much larger global goal of saving our planet and saving our climate. And that's where I think electrification is definitely a key element of it, considering the renewable energy part of it, which I think some of us probably don't want to talk about it as well to an extent. So yeah, I think having talked about a lot of these things, I really look forward to contributing to the Indian market as we go ahead now.
Thanks a lot, Abhishek, and that is very valuable suggestion also that you have said. And I think there will be many members reaching out to you on the specific advice of how to convince your wife to take the electric vehicle. So don't you have opened the discussion on that. So good luck on that front. But thanks for being very vocal about the entire ecosystem and also helping connect the dots.
Great.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Abhishek. Now we move on to our next EV top voice. So he is Mr. Ashish Deshpande, SMI Triple E, GM Electrification at FEV Group. So his posts are more focused on technological view and commercial views, and he also talks about what are the challenges, what are the benefits of this technology. I particularly remember a post where he shared the challenges of adopting electromobility for airplanes and how the discharge in the sky are dangerous. So this is something unique post coming from his LinkedIn account, and please make sure that you follow him for getting such unique views and on different aspects of all things EV. So thank you, Mr. Ashish, for being a vocal EV community member. And if you have joined, sir, would you like to speak a few words?
Yes, Shashwat. So thank you for the nice word for first of all, and actually we should congratulate you and Shekhar to bring this kind of a forum where we can say interact, and I think this is a good idea to have better connect with all the say similar thoughts or having similar wavelengths. And this group or this whole journey, whatever we have started together, it's not only creating the technology awareness, but it is also giving messages. Like Shekhar, I have seen many times giving the messages that it's not a 6 months technology, right? It's something, or it's not an integration, simple integration. It's a real technology. So such things, it helps not only just the OEMs or tier one, but also the dealership, the whole network in the down chain. And this is very important that we keep this doing and bring all the members in the supply chain in this forum, right from the charging station or petrol pump or like a shell companies like this, and or dealerships, those who want to change or should change in this whole transition, that they should smoothly get through. So this is very good, work that you both are doing, and I congratulate for this for entire device team. Thanks, Shekhar.
Thanks, Ashish. And obviously, there is a lot of technical elements in your posts, which are always insightful as the localization journey has just started for India at the component level for EV. And we see a lot of new things coming out as well. So
Yeah.
thanks for always bringing it to our notice.
Yes. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Ashish, for joining us. Next, we move on to our uh, EV top voice. Uh, so, yeah. So he is Mr. Arindam Nehri, the CEO of ASDC India. He has the biggest responsibility of making sure that the manpower is reskilled to transition from ICE to electric vehicle industry, and also spreading awareness about the road safety. He's leaving no stones unturned in doing so. So we thank you, sir, for being a top EV voice and leading the reskilling and the safety initiatives in India. Thank you for being a top EV voice, sir. And if you have joined us, would you like to speak a few words, sir?
Thank you, Shashwat, and thanks, Shekhar, for engaging me in this particular forum, which came as a big surprise. But I must congratulate you and your team for conceiving this whole concept. And in terms of the need for skilling itself is a big challenge. And then when we couple it with a new technology like electric vehicle and all the related areas, I think it's a huge mammoth task that lies ahead of us. Right from what my previous speaker just talked about in terms of component conversions, component industry conversions, uh, to manufacturing of the vehicle systems, to the dealerships, and then finally to the drivers adopting to the commercial vehicles on the electric vehicle platform, which is typically a lot of buses being done today. So we are engaging with a lot of different partners to ensure that this is this movement gets started. But it's a long journey ahead, and I hope that as the technology matures and as the technology morphs itself into a much more stable structure, the whole impact on the manpower side of it will be very strong, and forums like this will be very useful to take this movement forward. Thanks once again, Shekhar and Shashwat for organizing this. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Narindam. I know you have a very tight schedule, so very nice to see you. And it is very interesting, and I would like to also call, like, bring it to others' attention that the way ASDC is really trying to close the gap, and they have also engaged with training companies, different training companies who have been doing training, get their courses ratified and approved by ASDC, bring about, like, there is no holding of control. It is basically spreading the effort out and distributing it across organizations so that the complete ecosystem can progress, and that is very unique, and it's a lot of effort from Arindam and his team, and also on LinkedIn, very vocal, and always pointing to the right elements happening in the industry. So thanks a lot, Arindam, and we are very grateful to have you today with us.
Thank you, Shekhar.
So thank you, sir. And with this, we come to the end of today's episode. And for first of all, I would like to thank all of our top EV voices for doing what they do and increasing the EV ecosystem technology awareness. Please continue to do so what you're doing, and it helps encourages us to venture into the EV industry and gives us some insightful thoughts. Also, I would like to thank our audience, and Mr. Shekhar, if you like to say some parting words.
Yeah, so basically, if this is a first initiative, this was like a coffee table discussion that we should do something like this, and we had this opening today, Saturday. We did not have a speaker for the session, so we thought that this is the right time to take this initiative forward. And so, any feedback from the audience members or even from our top EV voices, um, any feedback on what you have seen today, what you have heard today, any feedback, any suggestions, we are open for that. You can unmute and share your thoughts.
Shekhar, a great morning today. I think it is like something, you get to know more people about what's happening around. And it's
I
always
hope we
pleasure
will
to,
come to know the
hear
different aspects
people
of it.
on Gyanki every Saturday morning. Thank you so much. Thanks for bringing this out.
Thanks, Amresh. Ayush, you would like to say something?
Hello, Shekhar sir. Could you hear me?
Yes, no.
First of all, Shekhar sir, thank you for conducting this talk. I'm, we are working on electric mobility, focused on majorly on electric bicycles. And today's webinar is absolutely fantastic. When we start, I think we are the loneliest guide in a jungle in this EV domain. But after today's webinar shows that there are more people who are working on this, and we should connect with them and may create a sustainable environment for EV mobility. Thanks for conducting this webinar.
Thanks, thanks a lot, Ayush, and thanks for giving us that validation.
Hey, hi, Shekhar. Just a few words. It's a great initiative. We've been in touch for a few years, and I think the first prize should go to you because you're being an evangelist. Although you've been bringing all these people together and giving and showing their voice to all the people. So it's good. Not just all these trainings, etc. But I also know you've done quite a lot of work. On the technical side as well in the EV space. Great going, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks, Gangadhar. Thanks a lot, and good to see you spending your Saturday mornings on the platform. Okay, thanks everyone for joining in today, and we hope that the this top EV voices is something that you were able to get a better idea about today, and you also see how the ecosystem is coming together. And we would be continuing this initiative as we move forward as well. So this is going to be a repeated event. We have to look at the frequency of whether we do it at a quarterly or a half yearly scenario. And I'm very nice to see a lot of senior industry members also joining into the sessions. And it's very encouraging to see that folks are looking to work at a ecosystem level, and that's what EV is all about. So thanks everyone, and we hope to see you on our regular Saturday. So every Saturday at 10 o'clock, we host a Tech Talks. Next week, we have a very energetic team working on battery management systems from Ion Energy, who would be joining the session, and you'll soon get an invite if you as soon as we roll the curtains on this session. So we look forward to having you join in the coming sessions as well. Thanks.